Hello and welcome. My name is Oliver Costa, and today's video is about a trading strategy which I'm following for quite a long time now. This is nothing with deep charts but specific. It's about more or less how to use the model or how to use any kind of trading software you have. This is the Anchored VWAP Pullback model, and this is a trading strategy which I'm working on since quite a time. And you can download this presentation or the PDF of it in my Discord, which you find in the link below or on my channel news. I'm proud that I'm in partnership with Pro Trading, which we are on the Discord. So we're doing a lot of live trades there. I presented this as well, and I'm trading this since like 3 weeks. And it made me 11 green days and one day which was red so far. So this really works out quite well. As said, the model, how it actually works. I will go to the slides quite fast so you see kind of how it is. At the end of the day, we have an anchored VWAP, which we put on the low or on the high. So on the low or the swing high. The scenario is actually we placed it, and I have a little bit adjusted now already to kind of have some good entries. We will do some back testing as well, and then you can say now, hey, why this is back testing? You do cherry picking, but I don't will cherry pick because this will have been trades I was trading yesterday. The tools and settings, mandatory tools, you need a tool, and this is something deep charts cannot do anchored VWAP at the moment. You need a tool which can do anchored VWAP. TradingView, ATES, Motive Wave and most likely NinjaTrader can do this. And you need an EMA, which I need for an extra kind of confirmation. And ideally, you're using a footprint chart to get even more confirmations on that. And you can more or less do it on any futures, which I've tested it on the NQ, on the ES, and I did it as well on gold futures. I will show this to you afterwards. It's a swing point selection. So you take the swing high, you take the swing low, and ideally you wait for the break of structure to have the absolute confirmation of it. So this is really something which you can look out. If you have a break of structure, you can kind of have even more confirmation on that. My model is a little bit more aggressive. I have taken some trades. It's a little bit more aggressive, but the win rate is actually, of course, not as good. But if it runs, then it runs. Scan, identify, set up and modify, forecast, execution, and update. And be patient. Patience is a very big issue in trading. As said, this PDF gets to you guys on my Discord, link below. Entry rules, if it touches it, if the confirmation's done, invalidation and things. So this is just for you guys. You can download it. You can take a look at that, and I will show it. Major EWAP things. So how it works, quite easy. We have here a clean TradingView chart, and this is MMQ of today. And for instance, because as said, I'm not doing any cherry picking. So how you do this? The first thing you do is actually, so we'll maybe make this a little bit bigger. We are waiting for a swing low or a swing high. And I will show this to you then a little bit also in the live charts. I have a 1 minute chart. So 1 minute, and we are kind of assuming we're going a replay mode maybe. I do a replay mode, and as I said, it's today, it's a trading day, and I would do it something like that. I would put out an anchored VWAP here and put it, for example, here on the current swing low. And the parameters here are, you just show the VWAP, standard deviation, and the source is high. I made it looking, maybe make it a little bit bigger so you guys see it better. I made it a green line on the bottom actually, which gives me kind of a confirmation that, and you see it's anchoring on the bottom here. So that's kind of my sell line, or my buy line better said. We make a second now on the same candle, and we're doing it in red color And we're doing this on the swing high of the candle. And when I zoom in, you will see immediately there is kind of the VWAP. So what I do in live tradings, and we just move this for one candle, I usually try to find the lowest point. So this would be the lowest candle, which is approaching. Of course, the VWAP is disappearing now. And now, okay, an even lower candle is here. So we really moved it over. You really moved that minute by minute, you moved that. And now, as you see, it's going up. And what I'm marking out with a ray is that, because this is kind of the break of structure. You see that candle here is a little bit higher than this one here. This would be the break of structure. And I wait that it breaks it. This would be my entry. So this would be my entry point. Another confirmation for that is actually take a look at the EMA, which is an EMA of 9. I make it a little bit better, kind of from my point of view, better like this. We make an EMA of 13. I use an EMA 13. So the orange line is an EMA of 13. And let's make it like this, half a minute, so let it run. And as you see, this would be my entry point. So this would be kind of my point where I would have entered the trade. So break of structure. If you're very aggressive, you could put here, a little bit above here, a stop order. But it can be, it's not really, it's just a fake up because it wicks up, it doesn't go down. Important is the candle closure. The candle closure is the most important thing. So we put here a buy order, and the stop goes underneath the last swing here. So which means, as you see, there was up. So the last lower high, higher low, sorry. Higher low, because that was a break. Higher low, here comes it. And I'm aiming here for a risk of report of 1 to 5, maybe. Be conservative, risking maybe $50 to maybe get $75 or 100 or $50 to get $125. So that's my trading strategy, actually. So let's take a look how this is working out. Going up, going up. Going up, even further, bang. It would be a successful trade. Now, because it's not really just an entry strategy, it's also an exit strategy. Because I have the problem myself, I don't find good exits. I'm always kind of chasing with stop loss trailing, things like this. And this is a very good exit model. Of course, you maybe take like 4 micros, you put here 4 out of the pipe and keep the rest running. And you keep it running till, and you see how good it works sometimes, till it touches the EMA 13 with a candle close below. So this would be kind of your exit here. And as you see, it would be a 1.78 trade. If you're really aggressive, you could wait till it touches the red VWAP. So as you see, bang. Would be more or less the same, but depending on the day, would be not really, because the candle closure was not underneath. It just touched the VWAP. Would be an even better trade now. Let's take a look. It's going up, and now you see how crazy good. It's a 4.7 trade now already. So as said, this is kind of a thing which I'm working on since some days. And you could say cherry picking. This is cherry picking. Okay, how do you not trade this? So for instance, that's kind of a prime model here. Don't take an entry here. We're going a little bit back in time, so leaving this now. Leave. And as you see, we have here a lot of swing lows. And what makes the setup invalid, as I would call it? You have a lot of setups where you can get good confirmations, but here, for instance, when do you not take the trades? You're not, even if it gets up here, this would be maybe an entry point. This would be maybe an entry point. So you could still get into this trade, but you see, if you entered here, you most likely would have got a loss. Why has this not really worked out fine? Because even we got a break of structure here, I would not have taken the trade. This is a little bit too close. A good thing is, and this is what I have experienced, is like at least it should be the first, either an kind of in swing or a break of structure, or really here. So this would be kind of my confirmation to get into the trade here. When you take a look at that as well here, maybe go back in time now. So when we move it over, it's real time now, so we cannot really forward that. But as well here, for instance, that would be kind of the swing low here. Swing low of this one. Why you have not taken the candle here? I would wait for the confirmation, break of structure above. This would be break of structure. So here, as soon as it gets up here, this would be invalidated. As soon as it reaches, and this is kind of my model here, because by now I'm going here and make a standard deviation of 0.5. That's not a good color with that. I'm going back, make it maybe upper band, make it like, I don't know, gray. And the as well here, gray. When it touches this gray line, it's already done. Move it to the next candle, move it to the next lower candle. And as you see, it's always about the swing here. So, honestly spoken, when you're doing it like this is a micro swing. I would really wait for a big movement. This is setups which are quite risky. This is a setup which is quite risky. And this is this one here, which I showed before. That's a really good example. You put the VWAP down here. You put the VWAP down here, because that was the last candle, the lowest candle of all, and you wait for the break of structure on either that or better, that candle. These are a double A setup. These are usually triple A setups, and there you can act with really low, stop losses. The ideal setup, the ideal entry point would be here. There is not 1,000 opportunities a day. There's maybe 2 or 3. But here, you usually can act like a little bit better. Let's go, for instance, to yesterday, because yesterday was kind of a tricky day to trade. Yesterday was January 14th. And as you see, we got here some models. And you can not do this just on the buy side. You can also do this on the sell side as well. That was a trade round about the VWAP, almost touching the VWAP here. And we just get into that because that was a trade which I have taken yesterday. Was up and down, was kind of roller coastering. It was London session, and we got here kind of a low, and this was the swing high. So I marked out the VWAP on that candle here. VWAP high. Oops, wrong. VWAP high. Actually, the color is upside down, as I see. And here on the VWAP low. Oops. VWAP low. And my entry actually, because has marked out this here as the break of structure, that was my entry level. I got a little bit of drawdown, but at the end, I was quite successful with this trade because I kept this. I think I was having here a stop. with a stop around the red line here. And I made a little bit more of the position on the way down because I was kind of certain when it breaks this break of structure here again and this here. This was usually kind of my fillings. 2 micros, another 2 micros. I think it was here actually. Another 2 micros here, another 2 micros. Because when it breaks the structures, it's crazy good. And as you see, my exit was, and this is why I love this strategy so much, was the break here. I was then kind of betting I get out of the trade when it hits the green VWAP line. And as you see, this was a hell amount of trade because it was dropping. It was crazy good. It was crazy good. I've taken out half of the position, honestly spoken, at this point here because I thought, okay, the run is over, but it even dropped down. And I was keeping 1 micro. I was keeping 1 micro till almost the end of the session in New York. And that's actually how I traded that. As said, this is the modified anchored VWAP pullback model. I'm Oliver Costa, and I hope you enjoyed my video. And if you like, subscribe my channel with more to come. You can download that PDF as well on my channel at Discord. So would like to see you there and hope I see you once in the Pro Trading Discord as well, because we do a hell good live sessions there every day. So be there or be square. That's Oliver Costa. See you soon. Bye-bye.